Hi job seekers, my name is Chris and I'm a job developer with the YMCA of Greater Toronto. And in this video, I'll be talking about cover letter creation. One of the most common questions I hear from job seekers is, do I need a cover letter? And I always recommend to have a cover letter included with your resume and application, because when expertly put together, a cover letter can be very helpful in strengthening the overall application. It allows you to set yourself apart and further identify yourself as an ideal candidate for the position you're applying to. Before starting your cover letter, tip number 1 would be to make sure that you have the job description saved for reference. The job description is going to have all of the important information that you need in order to create an effective cover letter. Tip number 2 would be to make sure that your documents have an organized appearance. And you can start this off by making sure that the format of your cover letter is matching that of your resume in terms of choice of font. For a font style, Arial and Calibri are both acceptable options, while the font size should be between 11 to 12 font to ensure that the information that you're presenting is not appearing too sparse or too cluttered. Following the header should be the date, information of the hiring manager, and the greeting all aligned to the left side of the page. Tip number 3 would be to try your best to find the contact information of the person of whom you'll be submitting the application. Personalizing your application allows for more of a direct and intentional tone throughout the cover letter. It also helps to create a relationship with someone who have yet to meet. LinkedIn and the company website can be useful resources to be able to help gather this information, but if you're unable to find their contact information there, it is perfectly acceptable to use Dear Hiring Manager. Following the salutation, the body of the paragraph will generally consist of 4 single-spaced paragraphs. There should be a space between each paragraph to further highlight the content in each one. The last and most important tip is tip number 4. Make the content employer engaging. The information you share in these paragraphs should, as best as possible, describe how your skills and experience line up with the position as described in the job posting. Each paragraph has defining features that need to be included in order to make an impact with your cover letter. The introductory paragraph should lead with sincere interest about the position and should quote any job or competition numbers that are listed in the job description. By including and quoting these numbers, you'll improve your visibility of your application when employers search this number. You should also include at this time any internal referrals, as this information is very eye-catching and attention-grabbing and can help to hold the interest of the employer as they review the rest of your application. The 2 body paragraphs are where you must consider the needs of the employer. It is a common mistake to focus too heavily on generic strengths such as being hardworking or dedicated, which are great traits to have, but don't necessarily prove to an employer that you have the skill set that they are looking for. This is where you want to highlight your relevant skills and experience, and where possible, quantify your accomplishments in order to make a strong impression. In the case there is no job description available to help guide the content of the body paragraphs, think about the primary responsibilities and expectations within the role, and then you can relate your specific skills and experience to demonstrate to the employer your understanding of the position. Your cover letter tells a story of your resume, and it should highlight the key points of qualification by bringing together what the employer is looking for on the job description with specific examples from your experiences and your skill set. The concluding paragraph should end off on a positive note, and you can do this by confidently stating your fit for the position and thanking the employer for their time. You should also include how to be reached, as well as any follow-up steps that you're planning to take. So for example, if you're making a call into the employer, you should also let them know here. It can be difficult to put together a cover letter from scratch, and for further assistance with cover letter creation or any questions you may have with your job search, you can visit www.ymcagta.org/findwork, and our dedicated team of employment specialists with the YMCA of Greater Toronto are available and happy to help. Thank you, and we look forward to assisting you further with your job search.